Well, I feel good today because, you don't really complain too much about politics.
That's because it's time for sports. And here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Vic.
Let me clear my throat.
Clear it. Nothing wrong with it.
If I was rapping, I would, give you
unclear throat.
Get the scratch and everything, I sit back. I'm in the room today where New Sports will not have the fandom nor the participation of the ladies who basically say, try to explain to me what the sports is about. We won't have to worry about circumstances such as, what is the fifth element? Is that a movie? Things of that nature that wrap around sports. How does Fifth Element wrap around a movie? The elements of sports is always in everything that we do. We just need to perform up to expectation. So we're going to take you to the sixth element, which is New Sports. And New Sports is the sixth element. It's not about sports. It's about the social activity, conversation, and perspective around sports subjects. So you don't have to know sports. You just have to know an opinion about it. And I'm going to start off with telling you what we're going to cover today. We're going to actually talk about Major League Baseball's relationship with hip-hop, because I believe there's one example that hit the Twitter world, or Twitter sphere, and I don't know who it benefited more, but I love the example of it. Then we're also going to hit, if you had 3,000 shoes, how long would it take you to wear them? And then we're going to close off, if Roger Goodell was a football player, and based on what he's done with Bountygate and that whole exercise with the Saints and the former Saints player, what position in football do you see him playing? What does he remind you of? Because he is the bull in the room. Not necessarily the elephant, the bull. So, Mario, you want to follow me on this and form an objective opinion as I scroll through this?
Okay.
So you guys know that we have to rate the stories. Now, I rate them myself, but you can sit back and just go, gag me, Victor, move on to the next subject. We actually make sure that it falls under the rubric.
What rubric? There we go again. Where's my sound effects? Rubric.
Well, let's use it under the guys. We can use it if we want to.
Okay.
Let's say ballin', upset, whatever, let down, big pimpin', something for the ladies, and AARP. And I don't have to tell you what that is. A lot of you men have already got the postal notification of your AARP membership. We're going to start off with Major League Baseball's Bryce Harper, 19-year-old phenom, hangs with hip-hop's Wale at Ben's Chili Bowl.
Oh, in D.C.?
Yes.
I know Ben's Chili Bowl.
Okay.
Man, you could be eating hot dogs with all the prostitutes in the middle of the night.
That is not what this subject
Chili dogs.
is about.
I love just on U Street. So U Street in Washington, D.C.
Right.
Ben's Chili Bowl.
Okay, now see, so you already excited about this, right?
I went to Howard University, so I was down there in U Street.
So how long has Ben's Chili Bowl been around?
Been a long time.
Long time, right?
Long time.
So it already got game, got brand, and got reputation.
24 hours a day.
Yes, sir.
Chili dog, chili burgers, Ben's Chili Bowl.
Right. So what happened here is that Twitter, of course, it's always that movement where you bring things together. And I think this is a great exercise in Major League Baseball, whether it's on them or the PR agent that represented Bryce Harper, or if Bryce just says, hey, I like Wale. I don't know. All I know is thank you. We do see Major League Baseball trying to do something to deal with the area of, look at what the socialization of sports is. And so Wale, the hip-hop artist, basically is chilling with Bryce. The number one subject that came to play is, what do you fear? Because Wale actually, he's an athlete. He said he played running back. He played some football. He played some basketball. But not baseball. So the question came up, and you guys let me know. Which one is more pain and punishment that you would fear? Now, I used the title, and just please follow me. I said, Bryce Harper fears Ray Lewis. Wale says being hit by a fastball is what he fears. Now, of course, that's perspective. Now, Bryce Harper's already saying, you know what, you don't sit there with Ray Lewis on the other side, and he's about to bring the rain and the wrath. What do you fear more, the fastball or Ray Lewis? Well, Wale says all day, bring him on, bring Ray Lewis on. I just can't deal with the fastball. Now, on the other side of it, Wale says, what would you fear? Well, Bryce says Ray Lewis. So, Mario, here it is. You are in the ring. And you say, you know what, if you guys need to fear somebody and fear something, what is more the example of a man taking on the bull? the fastball, being hit by a fastball at 100 miles an hour, or Ray Lewis?
That's like a bullet. Right. That's why I struck out Little League.
What do you fear?
I couldn't hit because of the damn fastball.
Well, see, we're trying to find out.
And Ray Lewis is huge.
Yes.
I think I'd be more. I don't know. That's a hard one.
See?
Because I'd be worried about that fastball.
Yeah, and let me say this.
I think I'd rather get hit by Ray.
Okay, you ready? Now you hit something here because Wale said the same thing. Now I
think I'd rather get hit by Ray.
And let me say this, you guys.
One's like a bullet, and that baseball's like a hard rock.
Yeah, but baseball players get hit a lot, and they walk it off.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But Ray's going to hit you multiple times during the game.
No, you said one hit. You didn't say multiples. You didn't say multiple balls or multiple hits. You said hit by Ray Lewis, so right. I'll be changing it all up. Now it's like multiple hits. Okay. All that.
Well, hey, Brandy, let me say something.
That's Brandy.
Thank you for your intro. I heard it. I know it's silent. Thank you so much. I won't sit up here and say what it is, but thank you so much. But no, let me say this. So who's tougher here? Wale, because he won't. He says the baseball is just, it brings more rain. Or Bryce saying, you know what? Ray brings more rain. So what you're saying is you're not tough enough to handle that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, Mario?
I'm saying, look at these dudes in Ben's Chili Bowl. Look at that crowd. They both brave men.
Right. But
look at that crowd. There's a guy with chili fries right there behind them.
Right.
So it shows you, first of all, they got white folks on U Street in D.C.
Right.
Already you can see it's a change. So I give it up, man. They brave, whatever, because they in Ben's Chili Bowl in the middle of the night.
So wait a minute.
They going to be Putin.
Wait a minute.
Let me say all this. Night long.
So since he's not following
anybody been in Ben's Chili Bowl?
So let me say something. Baseball, you guys right now are the big pimpers because what you're saying is that 100-mile-an-hour fastball is something to fear more than a Ray Lewis hit.
It
plus
is.
Straight on.
You're
coming out of it. I got you.
Ben's Chili Bowl with not enough money, something to fear.
Okay,
be $2 short up in Ben's.
So Major League Baseball right now is the bull in the room with that fastball.
I think so.
Okay, all right. So and look, we already know this. Major League Baseball, Bryce Harper getting together with Wale, balling, big pimping, or both. And is this something for the ladies?
Balling, big pimping, and it's something for the ladies. And take them to Ben's Chili Bowl. Get them, some chili fries.
Hey, you guys. Look, I thought it was an interesting story because of the baseball perspective. But just so you know why they got together and what the things they were talking about. They were also talking about sneakers, the Washington Nationals, which Bryce Harper is a member of course. RG3, hip-hop and hard hits. So they covered a number of stories. I like it, like to see more of it. But it takes me to another area where we're going to vote, where we say, is this a vice? We all have vices, you guys. You all have vices. So I went to Wale because Wale, he had to say, I'm embarrassed to admit this particular subject, but I actually have 3,000 sneakers and counting. So if Wale would
3,000 sneakers.
3,000.
That's ridiculous.
If he would wear one pair of sneakers a day, it would take a little over 8 years to go through them all. Now, you and I know this. Sneakers change. Try to give
That's ridiculous.
Wait a minute. How is his vice any different? Because
it's not.
Bryce Harper said, my thing is cars. Now, you most people can buy.
You got 3,000 cars?
No, you don't.
It's the 3,000 shit. Whatever you have, if you have 3,000, it's too goddamn many.
So let me just say
I don't care whatever it is. Whatever it is, fish, cats, shoes, hats, girlfriends, whatever it is, you got 3,000.
All right.
That's like 2,800 and something too many.
Now, a woman has walked in here, Mario, to the studio and say, why do you have so many computers?
I don't have 3,000. I even have 100. That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
I'm not unreasonable. I only have like 12 computers.
In the studio.
I mean, well, it's like 8, 7.
Wait a minute.
7 or 8.
7 or 8.
See, they 3,000.
Okay.
So that shows you how reasonable we are.
Okay.
Now I'll point to this story in the future. Say, I'm very reasonable. I only have 12 computers.
Right. Let me do this. All right. Everybody has vices. It doesn't matter if it's a certain number above and beyond. Let's just try to put where Wale is in accordance to where you are, because you have
3,000 blowjobs is too many. Everything that's 3,000 is too many. It's too many.
Wait a minute.
Norman, you know anything 3,000.
Don't be talking to Norman.
Name something you want 3,000
Don't be trying to go to the balcony.
I don't care what it is.
You can't
Mac,
go there.
name something you want 3,000 of.
Mac plays cricket. He's not going to get
other
into
than
this.
tax, instead of tax loopholes.
Okay, let me try.
I want 3,000 of them.
Let me take it here. Let's just do this. Let's give the Wale vote, because the man, he's big pimping, he's big timing. But then that's just my opinion. Is Wale suffering, or
No?
the alternative? Let's find out. Is he under a psychosis with 3,000 pairs of shoes, or is it overindulgence, or positive vice?
Overindulgence. It's God's way of showing you have too much money.
Wait a minute.
Got to take some of that away.
Wait a minute. So 3,000
That's
shoes.
too many.
So wonder if the 3,000 shoes only add up to like a nice size Mercedes Benz.
It has nothing to do with that. Like I said, there's nothing that you need 3,000 of.
Let's say they cost $100 a piece.
Other than dollars. You might need $3,000.
Well, think about it.
$3,100 bills.
If that's his only vice.
There's nothing you need. I'm just saying it's okay. I'm not saying don't have it. I'm just giving my opinion. It's cool. What difference? What do you care what I think?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. What is it that you can't get enough of?
Like I said, 3,000.
Wait a minute.
I can't think of anything I want 3,000.
Wait a minute.
Because whatever I think of, somewhere around 800, I've had enough.
What about money?
Except for money. Because then I'm going to buy some others. That's what Norman said.
See,
But if you take the money and buy 3,000 of the same thing,
right,
you're still going to be tired of it somewhere around 250.
Ask Brandy.
300.
Ask Brandy.
I love Brandy.
Ask Brandy. Ask her.
Okay, spending the night with
what
Brandy.
What could she have that will far go beyond 3,000?
That's different. So spending the night with Brandy, you say once a day for 8 years. So 3,000 would be 8 years with Brandy.
Yeah, yes.
That's good. Brandy, 8 years is pretty good.
So if you had to
If I can get 8 out of you, that would be good.
So if you had to spend a day, every day with Brandy for 8 years, you can handle that and even more.
Hey, I'm just saying it depends who it is.
I said Brandy.
I'm just saying, Brandy. I said Brandy once a day for 3,000 days. I might be able to get through that.
Wait a minute, might?
I don't know. She might be changing. You know, right. Brandy got another side hidden in there.
Right.
She be trying to hide it. I see it.
I want you to understand.
I told her I see it now.
Brandy says she is moody. Now,
moody. That's the understatement. Moody. Okay.
All right. So let me do this.
You know what? She knows. That's why I look at her, because she knows I know. She said she's thinking, I think he kind of thinks he knows me. I said, I'm just vibing you.
Brandy is a sharp and intelligent woman that knows how to play poker.
She better not have 3,000 shoes.
Yeah, if she has 3,000 shoes, what's
she
the message?
She can run 3,000 miles.
Indulgence to me is smart indulgence.
I'm just saying, I can name 3,000. Like I said, damn, anything I name, that's too much.
All right. So wait a minute.
I don't want 3,000 of them.
All right. So,
other than a day with Brandy.
What about, you said 3,000. Money is the only exception, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me just.
And then I won't buy 3,000 of the same thing with the money.
All right. So let me do this. We're going to rate Wale, and just understand that everybody has their own vices. So if he had to come under that wonderful word rubric of what we call a decision, is it big pimping, balling, let down? It's not an upset. Category doesn't fit. Something for the ladies. AARP. Big pimping. You know, the whole thing.
Big pimping.
Something for the ladies? Because you know the sneaker.
No, big pimping.
No. Let me tell you something, baby. Be careful.
No.
Be careful. Watch this. Norman, I saw that big crazy. That's cold. Let me say this. Aren't women of a certain generation grow up with stuff? So, you know, you come up with your big pimping tennis shoes, Mar, at that age and that group, that's big pimping for them, right?
Yeah, but if you tell even the most shoe crazy woman that you got 3,000 pairs of sneakers,
right,
she even says that's too goddamn many.
Why?
I mean, the most shoe collecting woman in the world will say, you got 3,000.
Right.
That's just too many. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's too many.
It's anybody gonna say 3,000.
So are you trying to say that it's a letdown?
No, it's big pimping.
It's big pimping. So he still gets a reward.
You get to waste your money and all the things you want. You could have 3,000 Marvel characters all around your house. Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man.
Right.
It'd be too damn many.
So wonder if at your discretion, on your call, when you want, with no time restrictions, they can say, we can give you 3,000 women plus to choose at your discretion.
That's too many.
Wait a minute. You don't have to, but they said they are available to you.
No, that's not the same. That's you trying to now 3,000 women. I don't care. They have 3,000 pairs of drawers to model for you. It's too damn many. I got other shit to do.
Wait a minute.
Besides, look at y'all.
So if you had 3,000 alternatives.
Oh Lord. If I had 3,000 nights in Vegas at the Wynn Hotel.
Okay, I kept the level at where he's big pimping. I was trying to add a little bit more to it. All right, we're going to go over to our last subject going out, because if you haven't followed this subject, and if you haven't, then of course you haven't been following it. Well, Bountygate with the New Orleans Saints, it's two sides of the fence. You got the players protecting their own. It's like the code. You don't out your own peers or whatever. And then you got the corporate mantra, which is Roger Goodell, the commissioner, NFL. He's updated, of course, the penalties. He's reissued the penalties, but also said, I'm going to pay, watch the sound effects come, here it comes. I'm going to pay the players, specifically Vilma. So Vilma wasn't getting paid, and he's suspended for a year, but now he's getting a 6 week.
Now he's suspended with pay.
Right, for 6 weeks.
Only 6 weeks pay.
Right. So here's my question.
Screw you.
Wait a minute, let me give the title. You know how you make decisions before you hear the condition?
I heard just screw him.
All right, so let me go to it.
Screw the commissioner.
What is NFL Commissioner Goodell doing reissuing pay to Velma?
6 weeks, that's nothing. That's insulting.
Okay, but now let's go over here. We already know that right now, Mar, your opinion has been that legally, if they go to court on this, he has to prove what he asserts as being guilty, right?
This is going to be like a labor. It'll come up under like the regular labor relations thing.
That's right.
And because that's essentially what it does. The NFL tries to get around that.
Right.
And in the past have been luckily given some kind of exclusion being from other things. So I look forward to this. No, I want him to be able to. I want the commissioner to be forced to swallow the big one.
Right. And this is, and you know what most people are thinking. That's called the big one. That's called. The commissioner represents the ownership, but the ownership is being attacked.
Take it like a man.
Hey, the Saints ownership is getting hit on this. So although that he represents their voices in the organization, there's one that's out there like the lone child, which is the Saints organization. So the criticism may be due. Now here's the question. Here's the thing. NFL commissioner basically is going up against the labor union. That's really what this is. It's Velma, but it's the labor union they're fighting against.
And in a bigger sense, too.
Right.
It represents trying to set the stage for future suits. Remember, what you're going to be saying as the league is that players were responsible. See, as people sue, there's a bunch of people suing the league, right?
Right.
So the league is the deep pocket.
Of course.
And they want to say, oh, not us, it's the players.
Right.
And look at how we held these people to be accountable.
Right.
So all of this stuff is really Roger Goodell doing a dog and pony show to try to make it look like the NFL is different than their players in order to handle the suits.
No.
So I just want the NFL just to have to pay up.
Right.
So pay up.
And it's like a chess game.
Pay up.
The pawn is Vilma and others. But this is a war against
the pawns. They're truly pawns.
That's it. So everybody's going, well, wait a minute. Let's just rate the man that's being a pawn. There's Vilma on the side of the labor and relations group of the NFL players. Then we also have what they call their collateral piece of movement, which is Roger Goodell on behalf of the owners. So let's just pretend, let's role play here. Let's just say let's relate NFL Commissioner Goodell's toughness as a football position. So, Mario, we're going to see what he best represents. If he is big, that's wrong. If he is big pimping, if he is an AARP, all the conditions. But let's go to it first. If Roger Goodell is sitting up here saying, look, you guys, I'm in the house. I'm laying down the law. He did. He went a little bit too fast, and now it's chasing him. But NFL got money to spend. They're very big, and they'll string this out a long time.
Totally.
So let's just forget about that part. Let's just go over to
millions of dollars at stake.
Roger Goodell is in a position where he says, I am the voice of reason here. So let's just find out. Here's this caricature of necessary roughness. Now notice the Saints organization is being plowed over. Now I'm going to reduce this to two terms for the time being. Is this a wham or a pow? Now before we go to wham or pow, let's find out what position Goodell is playing. Is he playing fullback, running back, defensive end, defensive back, kicker, quarterback, wide receiver? Mario, what best depicts Roger Goodell in this moment of how he attacks the Saints organization?
Let's see, which one of these most means asshole? Fullback, no. Running back, defensive end, no. How about he's a wide receiver?
I knew you was going. Dude,
he's a wide receiver.
Wait a minute. Why did you pick that? And I know why.
He just is a sphincter. So you think of a receiver. A sphincter, rectum.
Wait a minute.
I'm just saying. You know what? They're just using the players like a pawn.
Wait a minute.
They're like just being so used. I hate this. And they're making it seem like it's a legitimate cause. That's what's so bad. They're pimping. The NFL is doing what big, powerful, rich people do.
Right.
They're pimping everything to their own benefit.
Right.
They're just pimping. It's just spin around pimping everybody because you can.
So if you had to use something relative to how they're trying to bowl people over, you had to go to wide receiver for obvious reasons, because I know you're trying to have
I'm
that.
thinking of flatulence.
Right, I know what you're doing. So I'm leave that alone. But now that we know you picked a position, I actually took the position that, I wanted to say this is a straight out. I didn't even want to put linebacker. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because it was too easy. Mm-hmm. I actually was thinking about he was a kicker and that they just inflated the cartoon.
Put the player's face on the ball. Put the player's face on the ball, and then he's a kicker.
He's a kicker. So he's trying to kick some ass. So that was my whole relative.
That's the truth. He's
trying to kick some ass, and if he is doing that, we're going to find out how successful. So he comes under the rating scale again. Is he balling, big pimping, something for the ladies, AARP, let down, upset?
He's a kicker and a wide receiver.
Wait a minute. Is he big pimping? I mean, if he can run roughshod like this, is he balling? Big pimping?
Yeah, he is pimping. He's a pimp. He's a big hoe. He's big hoeing.
All right. See, I don't want to go that far. I'm trying to keep it clean. No. So the bottom line is, if you got this much power and you can come back and reissue a penalty without any pushback, I'm sorry. I may not agree with him. He's big pimping, dude. Right now until otherwise.
There you go.
Until otherwise. So, hey, I just wanted to let you guys know that's my new sports. I'm getting out of here before we get really into the cave. So far, we had some rewards today that says everybody's big pimping, dude. I like this.
I like it too.
But let me tell you something else. You guys will see a boxing special. Mario, I want to hit him myself.
Oh, okay. Man.
That's okay. That's okay.
No, stop. It's got to be you're supposed to.
No, I know.
No, sorry. Preamp. Eek, where's the thing? Sound effects. Stop. We got to show the boxing.
Yeah, see,
you didn't cue. No, you didn't cue. That's big.
It's my fault.
That's right.
That's my fault.
I was all in brain damage.
So you guys know what you guys are going to get into? I'm supposed to cue the boxing special and then set it up, and I didn't.
Well, tell them about it.
Well,
I get
the reason
it
why I could tell them about it. But I was having so much fun with the commissioner. You had me rolling. All right, so this is what was happening. We actually did go out, of course, for the KO for Cancer. And it had a number of things going on around it, not just the interviews and red carpet. They also VIP booths and special VIP interviews. But they also had amateur boxing, and they also had a main event in boxing. We weren't there to see the main event. I mean, we had already spent a day and a half pushing up into a full 2 days, and we just needed to go to the next event. So Brandy came out with us, of course, having all the men drool around her, obviously, VIP lounge and everything else. So we decided to go ringside. And Mara, when we went ringside, we said, let's go capture some boxing footage. So you're going to see amateur boxing.
And here.
And you're going to watch Brandy try to get in the ring. No, she doesn't get in the ring. But it is our piece of enjoyment. KO for Cancer, amateur boxing, Sugar Shane Mosley event. Sugar Ray Leonard attended the event. Please enjoy this as we transition to our hot picks. Mario IQ, I feel better now.
Put your hands together for Jason. Show him the love. There we go.
Yeah, Norman's loving this. All right, Norman, put on some boxing gloves. Let's get some video of Norman doing some sparring with a shadow in the ring.
right, I think King Sock's the guy in
3-point tequila.
Let's check it out.
Go out there and support him. You got applause one more time.
Yeah.
And the winner is out of the red corner.
Yeah, that's Victor Allen. Brandy Flores.
I picked him.
Yes, she did. Brandy picked her. Good pick.
Hey, all right.
Brandy was good handicap. Should have made some money that day. You know, if you would have called up that Vegas hotline, you know, your bookie. I won't say his name. Don't worry about it. But that was Brandy who really was more excited about the ring. I thought I was close, but Brandy was closer. That was the trip. I mean, she was like focused. Now Mario was over in the VIP lounge. He was getting a lap dance.
I was over there hanging out with Pooch. No, that's another one. That's a story. Pooch, not hooch or cooch.
That's it.
Pooch.
So look, you're gonna see more from the event. I mean, we have tons of footage, so yeah, just stay tuned. But my favorite is the boxing, dude. I wish I could have.
And I want to acknowledge that Norman said he can box. Norman, I wait to see all this shit. Norman says he can box. Okay, Norman. See, Norman. I'm sticking right with Norman. And the Norman Ross channel is active.
Yeah,
that's right. It's active. Everybody.
Thanks, Norm, man. Appreciate that, dude.
Victor Allen's New Sports brought to you by the bald-headed black man. Hot Neil Urban. It's sports. That's right. Next time, put on your jock straps. You ladies too.